Welcome, everybody. I am just going to share my screen. My name is Michelle. I'm excited tonight to have my sister-in-law, Joanne, share her story. And we will just briefly go over a little bit about the business, some of the products, and of course our flagship products for sure. And then we will get Joanne explaining a little bit about how she fits this in her busy life. I'm a nurse by trade. I just ripped home from work. I work part-time. I've been nursing 37 years, and I did another business for 8 years, but it was very difficult to build. And when I was approached about this company, and it was all natural, and we had access to 100 products. It was in so many countries. I just saw the business part of it and how many people I could help. I was looking for more energy, mental clarity, and then to sleep better. And I mean, to release a few pounds and have my clothes fit better, wow, bonus. So I jumped in after hearing about it it was 3 days after, and I didn't have product for at least 2 weeks. So I was selling product before I even was trying it myself, just from everything I was given, the posts and everything. So we can talk about that a little bit later. It is very easy business to build. You do have to do work for sure, but you can see Partner Co. That's the name of it, and then you can see the two hands. We help each other, and we're not all connected in business, but we all. I love how they say they blur the lines of sponsorship. We help each other grow and succeed, and just love on one another. Yvonne, that's on the call here. We met early on when I joined the business. We shared a room together actually in Kelowna, didn't we? And we'll be forever friends. And it was awesome. I got to meet Marlene and a whole bunch of the other girls on other teams because there wasn't I hadn't grown a team much yet. So it was really nice to connect with all these girls. So we're your business partner, your wellness partner, and your lifestyle partner. Really, all you need is your phone and Wi-Fi to do this business. I mean, the laptop's fine too, but you can work from home, you can work from anywhere in the lineup at the grocery store. And your lifestyle partner, we earn lifestyle credits to take you on trips. And there's so many benefits to the company. And I'll get into that later, but we get paid 8 different ways. So we get paid weekly, which is really nice too. And your business partner, we all work together. Like we said, we all help each other, which is really nice. I didn't see that with the other business I was in. So, and sometimes you just feel like, I guess I always felt, I mean, nursing, there's good and bad. And then I hear today, I think the LPNs and the healthcare aides are all going on strike. So, oh, that workload. And it's like you just go to work, you do your work, you come home, and I'm always thinking, I think there's just more out there. And I think as you get older, you think you have a bigger purpose. I'm a huge advocate for mental health and suicide prevention, losing my dad when I was 19 to suicide. And a lot of our products are help with mood and depression. And when you look and feel better, your self-confidence, everything just explodes. So anything that helps with that, I'm all about it. So we help you live healthy, make money, and see the world. And it's great when you can write off some of your trips and your events, going to hotels, talking to people about the business, and it's a great tax write-off. And their mission statement is to power health and prosperity around the world. So that's pretty cool. And prosperity can mean anything. It doesn't necessarily mean to financial, but it can mean so many other things. So our product approach is science and nature collaboration. Farm to pharmaceutical, they look at the soil and everything the ingredients are actually grown in, and precision nutrition. We'll talk a little bit more about that later, and guarantee tested and proven. You don't have to be in the medical field to see how important this all is, especially in this day and age when we are bombarded by so many processed and packaged foods. So, and there's a little bit more about the farm to pharmaceutical. We have scientists and doctors. We are people are attracted to what we have and they handpick the goodness and they make sure you get the best of the best. Nothing is fairy dusted like some of the products are. They might say light or healthy, but you really have to read your ingredients, do your research. Anything really packaged or processed is not good for you. And they say anything with three or more ingredients. It's probably best to go back to how we were raised, making things ourselves, baking and all that kind of thing. And we don't ever claim to cure, diagnose, or treat any disease. So precision nutrition are optimals. We have optimal vitamins and minerals. And like I said, if you compare it to what you're currently using, you will be quite surprised at the amount of calcium, magnesium, vitamin D, that kind of thing in the products that we carry. And just be careful, any health food store, it's not regulated. So you kind of have to be careful about what you're buying in there too. So we have solutions that last. And we touch on all these products. I mean, I'm not going to go all over them all, but you can see all the products we have access to, anywhere from our probiotic to gut health, mood, skincare, weight management. Sleep is a big one too, because they say if you're not sleeping well, you're more apt to reach for that sugary drink or that food that might not be so good. You might not be spending time preparing well-balanced meal. You may not be going for a walk or exercising when you're really tired. So sleep is huge. If you can get a good night's sleep, chances are you're going to spend a little bit more time taking care of yourself and looking after your health. So our products are guaranteed, tested, and proven when we go through many third-party testing all during the journey of the product, right from the ingredients right to the expiry date. So everything is good for you. The efficacy and everything is top notch. So there's our scientific advisory board. Those are the people we are attracting. Dr. Ray Strand is 80 years old. He's written his 8th book, Healthy for Life. And it wasn't until his wife was sick, he realized traditional medicine wasn't fixing her. And it wasn't until somebody had suggested natural. And that's what helped her. I believe she had fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue syndrome. And he's changed his whole way of practice. And he comes to our events. He was just in Calgary there in May, and he was at PXP in Dallas. And Alberto Pena developed our probiotic. It's got a slow release, so it gets absorbed in your gut where you want it, not in your stomach where your digestive enzymes are. And he spent years, and and I'm not sure how you can research that with what you're currently using, but just know this does not get absorbed in the stomach where a lot of, I think, the probiotics get digested. There's Brett West, Barbara Cox-Lovesey. She was actually an Olympic athlete. She was a figure skater. We have a wellness council, an athletics council, and you can see our mega trends. So chances are you're currently buying products in one of these 7 categories. It's $1 billion categories. If you were to add them all up, it'd be in the trillions. So pretty cool that, oh, where's my little arrow? You can see all the different products we carry. And I bring up Tahitian Noni because John Wadsworth, one of our founders, was a brand partner for Tahitian Noni, which is pretty cool. And he took that around the world. It's in, I think, just about all the countries that we are in, Tahitian Noni. And there's so many purposes, especially with flu season. I ran out and I got the flu here a couple weeks ago. So I had to go to one of my brand partners and get a bottle of Tahitian Noni. It's great for overall health, immunity, cardiovascular health. You can see all the list there. It's got great, powerful adaptogens and great for mood balancing. And you can get these individual packets just for, your lunches or if you're flying. And there's so many different uses. I forget how many articles there is on Tahitian Noni, but you can actually use it on your skin. You don't have to necessarily ingest it. So there's MOA, Mother of All. It has 36 superfruits and 8 medicinal mushrooms, and it is great to help relieve inflammation. I know that's not listed there, but everybody's results are individual depending on what they're taking, if they're following the directions, if they're taking the drops too. A lot of these products, we work simultaneously with the drops. My girlfriend Dana was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis. It'll be a year in January. The doctor wanted to put her on medication for pain and inflammation, and she was taking the MOA twice a day along with the drops. And she has no pain, no inflammation, and feels amazing. She said she feels better now than she did even 10 years ago. She's a personal trainer. So it helps calm the mind, counteract stress. And stress is huge. If you have high cortisol levels, that can take away from um, your other hormones, right? So we really want to bring those cortisol levels down, right? That can take away from your like your libido, your hunger hormones, and that kind of thing. So, and what they're saying is type 3 diabetes or insulin resistance is one of the leading causes of Alzheimer's, heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, circulatory issues, you name it. So, um, and that's more when we go into the drops, but you can see, and this is Renew, and this is where Michelle, my sponsor, fell in love with the product. She started with Renew and used this for a year. Her mother was diagnosed with Alzheimer's at 55, died at 62, so very young. And then she finds out later that insulin resistance is one of the leading causes. And here, had we known, she could have helped her. So she's on the mission to get the drops in the hands of billions. We have reached million mark. So now she's on track to get this in the hands of billions. And you can see it helps stimulate the natural human growth hormone, promotes deeper sleep, and helps with libido, reduces body fat. She's more defined. She's a competitive tennis player, and she was getting the signs of brain fog. So she had reached out to her girlfriend, Cynthia Bolden, who said, I have something that could help you. And she started with the Renew. And already her doctor had put her on ADHD medication, hormone pellets, antidepressants. And she's like, I'm not depressed. Like, but the doctors are only taught to diagnose and prescribe. There's no education or teaching on lifestyle. So he just kept prescribing another medication. They would help initially, and then the brain fog would come back. So it wasn't until she was losing her way home driving one day when that really reminded her when she was with her mom when the same thing happened. And that's when she reached out to Cynthia. Within 3 days, the brain fog had gone away and has not come back. So Renew is her huge product for her. And then we're just going to briefly talk about a few new products that just launched at PXP in September. So Max 2O. I thought I grabbed it. Shoot, it's over there. Anyways, it's a sleeve you add to water. We created a new name called Thirstration because a lot of people who are hungry are actually probably thirsty. A lot of people are dehydrated. So, and you can see some of the symptoms here on the next slide. Some of the symptoms might mimic premenopause symptoms of dehydration, maybe muscle cramping, headache, fatigue, that kind of thing. And when you can replace it with magnesium, sodium, potassium, because there's people too that drink too much and they're flushing all those essential nutrients out of their body. So it's nice when you can replace this, and that can help with the dehydration. A lot of people are not drinking enough. I know I'm probably one of them. And as people get older, especially if they're on a water pill or something like that, they're even going to drink less because they're in the bathroom all the time or they have mobility issues. They're going to drink less. So this is our Everglow. I'm drinking some right now. You can see the results just in 42 days and 84 days. I will share my results here and Shelley's in a minute. And it helps to we kind of we kind of visualize it like a brick sidewalk and it's the sand around it. You're filling in those gaps, those divots and those wrinkles. So you're filling it in. It's great for hair, skin, and nails. It helps retain your natural hair pigment. And some people are saying they don't need to go to the hairdressers as often to get those roots done. So that's pretty incredible. Skin, and it's got an internal sunscreen. So we know 90% of skin damage is typically from the sun. So this is pretty cool too. I mean, you're still probably going to put some sunscreen on, but this is nice that you have that added protection. So this is Tammy's results in just 7 weeks. You can see the creepy skin there and how much fuller and more supple it looks there. There's Shelley's results in 5 weeks, and her lines there are not as deep and they're filled in. And mine, you can just see the coloring. I look like I have dark circles under my eyes and just so much brighter. And even in that second picture, just under the eye area, in 5 weeks too. So that seems to be a magic number. So if you have any of these symptoms at all, now we're getting kind of into hormone imbalance. So I think I probably had 6 or 7 of these. I didn't have acne, but and I can't say I really had hot flashes. I guess I internal, but I really never sweated. But yeah, you can see a lot of people are experiencing these effects, so it's nice if we can help them. So introducing the day and night drops. We're so happy to have these in Canada. They just launched in Canada in July. So the day drops, like it says, you're taking during the day, usually 10 or 15 minutes before your meal. I take it usually with a glass of water, get my water intake. And then the night drops, you're taking 1 or 2 hours before bed, and sometimes just before bed. You kind of, it's more lenient than the ones we were using before. So you just kind of do what works for you. You can see a little bit more of the ingredients, how healthy, they're herbal, cacao beans. So it's got a little bit of that chocolate tint flavor with the day drops, and your white kidney bean, your cinnamon, all natural. L-theanine, really important for sleep on the night drops. Doesn't make you drowsy, just gives you that calming effect. We kind of say is, like when you have your windows all open on your computer, you want to close all those windows. And some people, when they get to bed, that's all they think about is just everything that's going on in their life, right? They don't get that restful sleep. So it's really nice when you wake up well rested. You can see some of our before and afters. There's mine in 7 weeks. And, I had twins, they're 30, and I always had a bit of a pouch there. So it's nice to have that flat stomach. I've never had that, even before I got pregnant. And just toner and, exercising a little bit more. My husband, Troy, he's always had issues. He loves to entertain, loves to eat. He was more of a meat and potatoes person, and he's getting his veggies with the veggie greens now. And guys tend to lose a little bit quicker than women. He released 15 pounds in 2 weeks and then 30 pounds in 11 weeks. Feels great. He did creep up a bit, so he's really watching again now. So what's nice about this, because anybody can release weight on anything. It's not a diet. It's not diets don't work, and people are getting long-lasting results, 10, 15 years, because and Dr. Ray Strand, that's the biggest win, is to keep that off, right? Maintain it. There's Valerie from Victoria Island. She won the Slender Ice Challenge in 2018. She released 46 pounds in 3 months. And you can see in all the right areas, the waist and the hips. Dr. Crystal Vance, she's a chiropractor, owned a practice, and she released 163 pounds, 80 of doing something else, and the other 83 with her Slender Ice program. And she's been able to maintain it for about 13 years. She sold her practice and she works with Partner Co. She runs the Circle Health. You're probably part of that Facebook group. There's Suzanne. She's actually on the call. And you can see the inflammation in the face. And that's a lot of times, that's the first place you see it, is in the face. There's Brenda from Lethbridge. And I need an updated picture too. She wanted to release 30 pounds in 6 months, and she released 60 pounds, or 100 pounds in 6.5 months. So incredible. She's still hairdressing. There's Lori, 40 pounds in 4 months, and she's active with her grandkids. I've got Lorraine on there, who's holidaying in Mexico right now, and she couldn't believe how quickly her results were too. So you're following low glycemic foods, no sugar, no wheat, no dairy. So that, following low glycemic foods and taking the drops, you're getting results twice as quickly. Charlene and Robert. It's nice when couples do this together. You're cooking together, you're just supporting each other, and they've had incredible results too. Charlene's a nurse that just retired, and here's Joanne. Joanne, okay, so she's been married to my brother for 44 years. They took over the farm. Well, George was kind of a partner with my dad, and then he took over the farm when my dad passed away. They got two kids, four grandkids, and for over 4 decades, she's worked side by side with him on the farm. So Joanne cuts and bales hay, gardens. She's got a huge garden, maintains a lawn, lots of lawn. I should know because I used to cut that when I was a teenager. Lots and lots of lawn. And she does so much. She's got lots of hobbies. She's sewing. She's very creative. She does quilting, diamond diamond painting, and then she just started doing the barn quilt painting. She rides bike. They go camping. And Joanne, just maybe go a little bit more about what you do, how you fit this in, I know you've struggled and I've seen it, right? I've seen you try just about everything and only to usually gain the weight back. But just tell us what's different about the drops.
Well, I found them a lot easier to use and to follow the food plan. Tried Weight Watchers, tried keto, I'm sure I tried every diet that was out there, and I was usually successful with the diet, but not keeping it completely off. Like I would, of course, go back to my old ways again, and then first thing you know, then the weight came back again. So when this came along, and I thought, well, I'll give it a try, and I started June of 2024, which is not a good month when you're farming because there's lots of work to do outside, and makes it a little bit hard to, prepare meals and get meals done. And when you're out cutting hay, you're out there the whole day. So like I said, it was difficult, but I did the best I could. And I think it took me till I think it was October before I did manage to lose 19 pounds or release 19 pounds. But it's 19 pounds that are still off,
Good.
that have not come back,
Mhm.
which I find is incredible because, like I said, the other ones it seems like you just lose everything, lose it, and then it would all start to come back again.
And how do you
So,
fit it in with farming? How did you have to meal plan? It takes a little bit more work, right? You
oh
plan.
yeah, for sure, yes, yeah, because I had to kind of try and plan some of the meals because, of course, when the cook, is out in the field, then nothing gets done. I don't have a magic fairy that makes the meals for me when I get in the house.
Mhm.
So I try and plan as much as I could to be able to have something ready or something specific that I was going to eat when we got in. And yeah, that, like I said, I just did the best I could with the situation and just went from there.
Did you find it a little bit easier because George is celiac? As
Well,
maybe
yeah, my whole house has been converted. Like I don't,
in a few years you haven't really eaten wheat, right?
no,
Mm.
no,
Yeah.
no. The only time I ever do eat wheat is if I happen to go out to a restaurant, and then because otherwise in my house, no. I
Yeah.
don't keep any wheat whatsoever in the house because I'm afraid that he'll eat it because
Yeah. Yeah.
he
Yeah.
doesn't read labels.
You have to watch over him for sure. But
Yeah,
and then you're adding in exercise.
yeah.
No, and you maybe weren't looking at the business initially, but were
No, not
you?
initially, but then I thought, oh, well, if I'm going to put the effort into this, I thought, why not? I'll try it and see. And actually it's been really good. I'm actually quite impressed. I probably made more money at this than anything else I've done. So
And you
it's
did you were doing another business too at the time.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah,
This has been easier, more support,
much,
more
yeah,
support. Yeah.
yeah, much more, much easier, much more support too. Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for sharing. And those are your before and afters. So, is this updated with your current weight? Like your 19 pounds?
Yeah,
That's
I'm still at
awesome.
the 19 pounds. I haven't taken any other pictures besides these ones, but
That's
I guess
awesome.
maybe I'll have to do that. But no, so far it's yeah,
I,
pretty
I
much
like
there.
I like the after picture with the smile. It's always nice to see those after pictures. So that's just amazing. Thanks so much for sharing, Joanne.
Oh, you're welcome.
We're so happy to have you here. It's nice to do it when you can involve your family. So, anyways, and you probably saw a post, I'm sure. Was it a post you saw?
Well, no, not really. It was when you guys came at when
Easter,
was it? Easter. Yeah,
probably
it was
Easter.
Easter. Yeah, and I kept thinking
Oh,
about it,
okay. But
and I thought,
a lot of people have seen a post. And I didn't either see a post, but a lot of people have seen a post. So and that's what we do with the business. We post, it's very low cost to join, and then we give you all the tools you need to succeed. So and like I said, the lifestyle credits, in my first year, I earned a trip to Punta Cana, and there we are, that's on my balcony. And then we got to go ziplining, and a little grasshopper landed on my hand there. So you can see one of the owners there, Darren Zoburst, and his wife, and Michelle, a bunch of the upline. So um, you just get treated like royalty. I just announced one of my teammates just earned the trip to Maui. And here's the owners, very young guys. It's a debt-free company. Darren actually came out of retirement. They're best friends, neighbors in Puerto Rico. John was the brand partner with Tahitian Noni, so they know where we're coming from. Darren's our financial guy, and I mean, we couldn't be happier. It's just incredible what these guys do, and they always come to events with their families and their kids, and you get to know them. So you can see the numbers, the countries we're in, the bottles of Tahitian Noni. We're winning awards left and right, and we have a healthy social media following and voted #1 compensation plan. So you can see the countries we're in. We just changed the Canada flag to whatever country, and you can see what products they carry. They're not all going to be the same. And we give you everything you need right at your fingertips, and you get us to help you. We do Zoom calls weekly. We do lots of Zoom calls. We do in-person events, and we are there right at your fingertips to help you succeed. So you can see all the virtual trainings, customer tools, back office, and everything just gets better and better. And if you're looking at the business, you can reach out to whoever invited you here. You can see the difference in Canada and US um, drops, and the profit you can earn on a box. We buy in bulk typically now, and then you turn around and sell it at retail. So you can earn $70 on a box, and the US 53. And then if you're looking at a 4-pack, 10-pack, and actually 20-pack, you can see the profit. And if you're looking at the business, we like to get you to top pay or ultimate within your first 4 Fridays. And so you're earning double commissions. And I think I just have it broken down a little bit more. You can buy a 4-pack, keep a box, sell the other 3 boxes, and you can earn a profit. If Where's the profit there? 50, oh, where is the profit? $500. That's what you're paying. Um, and that gets you activated. You want 200 points to get activated. And yeah, and you can sell them all, earn the profit. I need to put that in there. I think it's on the other slides. So the 10-pack, two, you buy, yeah, probably with the prices change. 500 points. And you keep a box, sell the 9, and you can earn, you're at 20% new volume bonus. That increases your 3 lines, and you can see just the benefits, turning around and selling. And then the 30-pack. So you can turn around. This will cover your enrollment fee, 39.85 Canadian with tax, and then the US, I think it's 29.95 plus tax. And you can see this unlocks your 5 lines of business. You get your new volume bonus is locked in at 30% commission, and you make a huge profit selling 29 boxes at retail. So yeah, it takes less than 5 minutes to enroll. And if there's any questions or anything like that, I would just stop the recording here. Thank you so much, Joanne, for hopping on and sharing your testimonial.
no problem. No problem. Thanks for inviting me.
Yeah, yeah, you're welcome.